I'm Holly, 32. Standing in the middle of the opulent private dining room at the Regency, a high-end restaurant overlooking the bustling city, I felt a strange calm wash over me. The air was thick with tension, and the silence was only broken by the soft clinking of glasses from the nearby table. My fiancé, Ethan, looked at me with a mix of confusion and concern, while my younger sister, Lily, stood across the room, her face a mask of shock and anger. Just minutes ago, Lily had dramatically announced that she was pregnant and having complications, trying to steal the spotlight from my wedding rehearsal dinner. But I was ready. I reached into my purse and pulled out a folder filled with irrefutable evidence of the years of financial support I'd secretly provided for my family. As I began to speak, I couldn't help but let my mind wander back in time. Growing up in a small town, Lily and I seemed to have very different paths. I was the responsible one, always helping around the house without being asked, getting straight A's in school, and actively participating in every extracurricular activity I could find. My parents, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson, were hard, working but had a tendency to favor Lily. She was the baby of the family, for years younger than me, and could do no wrong in their eyes. If she threw a tantrum about cleaning her room, they'd do it for her. When she failed a test, they'd blame the teacher. I remember my mother always saying, "Holly, you're the older sister. You need to set an example." Those words became a constant reminder that my feelings came second to Lily's comfort. Despite the lack of parental support, I excelled academically. I got a full scholarship to a prestigious university where I studied finance and business. My parents attended my graduation, but most of their conversation was about how Lily was struggling with her college applications, downplaying my achievement. After college, I landed a job at a startup. The early days were brutal, with long hours and meager pay. But my hard work paid off. By the time I was 28, the company was acquired, and I found myself with a substantial amount of money. Around the same time, I discovered that my parents' small bakery was on the verge of bankruptcy. They were too proud to tell me directly, but I found out when my mother called me in tears because they couldn't make their mortgage payment. I decided to help them secretly. I didn't want them to feel like failures, and I knew Lily would be jealous if she found out I had money. Through a series of shell companies and trusts, I started paying their mortgage, car payments, health insurance, and credit card bills. I also set up a scholarship for Lily's college tuition and paid for her apartment near campus. They all thought the money came from anonymous sources. When I brought Ethan home for Thanksgiving, Lily's behavior was a red flag. Ethan was a successful software engineer with his own firm. He was kind, intelligent, and treated me with respect. But the moment Lily met him, her demeanor changed. She laughed louder, touched his arm during conversation, and mentioned her single status multiple times during dinner. Ethan, always seeing the best in people, didn't notice her flirtation, but I did. As the years went by, I noticed that Lily was taking advantage of the situation. Despite having her education and living expenses fully covered, she started dropping classes. By her junior year, she was barely enrolled part-time, though she told our parents she was focusing on her major courses. She also had a pattern of creating drama in relationships and jobs. She'd date someone, break up, and then spend lavishly to heal her broken heart. She'd get a job, work for a few weeks, clash with management, and then take months to find another one, all while maintaining a luxury lifestyle thanks to the money I provided. When Ethan proposed after 2 years of dating, I was over the moon. We planned a simple but beautiful wedding for the following spring. My parents insisted on contributing, so I arranged for them to receive an unexpected insurance reimbursement that was actually my money. But as the wedding planning progressed, Lily's behavior became increasingly erratic. She rescheduled my appointments without telling me, lost deposits, and deleted important vendor communications from her phone. One night, while monitoring my financial systems, I noticed unusual withdrawals from Lily's account. She had visited a clinic and made purchases at a medical supply store. Further investigation revealed that she was researching how to create fake pregnancy documents. I was devastated but also determined to gather more evidence. The night of the rehearsal dinner, I knew it was the moment of truth. I watched Lily as she pretended to be in pain and made her big announcement. When I revealed the truth about her fake pregnancy and then showed the financial documents, the room fell silent. Lily's smug smile disappeared, and my parents looked at me in shock. After the dinner, I drove aimlessly for a while, trying to process what had just happened. Ethan found me and was incredibly understanding. He knew how my family had treated me and why I had kept the financial support a secret. We then had an emergency family meeting at my parents' house. It was an uncomfortable situation, but I finally told them everything from the beginning. Lily admitted that she had faked the pregnancy and also that she had contacted Ethan's ex-girlfriend to disrupt the wedding. She said she was jealous of me because I always seemed to have everything. My father realized that they had put too much responsibility on me and not given Lily the structure she needed. We decided to postpone the wedding and stop all the secret financial support. It was a hard decision, but I knew it was necessary for our family to grow. In the following months, the financial reckoning hit my family hard. Lily faced eviction and my parents had to sell their house. But they also started taking steps to become more responsible. They worked with a financial advisor, created a budget, and my mother started a small online baking business. Lily got a job at a local marketing firm and started taking evening classes to finish her degree. 6 months later, Ethan and I decided to have a smaller, more intimate wedding on the beach. Lily had changed a lot. She was more responsible and sincere. She even brought me a business plan for a graphic design startup she wanted to launch after graduation, asking for my opinion as an equal. Our family still has a long way to go, but we're on the right track. We've learned that honesty and clear boundaries are essential for a healthy family relationship. And sometimes, the truth, no matter how painful, can be the greatest gift we can give to our loved ones.